Well, good Monday evening, Arkansas. This is Chief Forecaster coming back here once again. We're going to give you guys the evening forecast video for this evening before your 7-day forecast comes out about 8 o'clock this evening here. So, we've got a decent amount of temperatures in the 50s and low 60s across the area. We've been having a lot of cloud cover across the board. I know North Arkansas, I think you guys temporarily broke into some sunshine today. So, it's been kind of a mix of both sunshine and clouds. That is going to continue over the next couple of days. We won't have too much of a major way, any storm systems or any significant rainfall moving our way as we get towards the next couple of days here. So right now, Mena 50 degrees, 55 in DeQueen, 55 down there in El Dorado, still clinging to 61 here in the metro, 61 up there in Fayetteville, actually that's not Fayetteville, up there in Benton County, 54 in Fayetteville, 57 up there in Mount Home, and also 54 degrees in the Pocahontas area here. So we can kind of zoom this out and kind of take a look at what's going on across the area here. And temperatures, like I mentioned before, pretty cool across the area. Not cold, but kind of more fall-like, not too cold and not too hot here, but most of the moisture has been shunted off down into the Gulf of Mexico here, guys. So we do have some rain to talk about coming up in the next 7 days, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the Thanksgiving time frame as well. So let's go ahead and talk to you guys about your evening highlights here. Not much to expect. We do have some rainfall that's going to return as we get towards that late weekend, early next week time frame. The majority of this week should be quiet. I kind of figured that because we don't have any major storm systems on the horizon or anything like that, but we are going to watch as we get towards late this weekend. We are talking about the potential of colder weather coming back as we get towards that Thanksgiving time frame as well. I'm going to show you guys that coming up here in a little bit. And we're also going to watch that Sunday and that Monday time frame with the rainfall coming back for the potential of some severe weather coming our way as well here. So, as always, if you guys want to know what the winter is going to be coming, and I've had a lot of questions about when is it going to be cold, when is it going to be sustained cold, when are we going to get snow and stuff like that. So, if you guys want to check out that winter outlook, it is in the description on YouTube. If you're watching this on Facebook, you can also send us a message and you'll get that PDF file of our winter outlook here. But we've had a ton of questions about the cold air and the snow. Folks, it's November. I want to make that clear right now. It's November. It's not here in Arkansas. It is not really supposed to be Arctic blast cold here. That normally doesn't come until, you want to be honest, mainly January and February. We do have some occasions here in November, but we're not North Dakota, we're not Minnesota, we're not South Dakota. We don't get the cold air here and sustain it. It is in, out, and gone, especially during November and December here. So give our winter outlook a shout. Just go look at it. It will tell you everything you need to know going forward as we get into late fall and into the winter time frame here, okay? So southeastern Arkansas, not much has changed. You guys are still under the burn ban. Hopefully we get you guys some rainfall over the next week or so to kind of get rid of that. But across the state, we're looking good right now. Wildfire danger still remains the same across the area. Southeast Arkansas still taking the cake with the highest wildfire danger down there at this time here. So for tonight, like I mentioned before, not much to expect. We don't have any rainfall chances to talk about. Temperatures are going to fall into the 40s across the area here. May kind of cling to that 50-degree reading, maybe here in the metro, down in the southern and southeastern Arkansas. Otherwise, pretty good night. Temperatures in the 40s with no rainfall across the area here. So, let's go ahead and talk to you guys about looking forward, okay? And I've had a lot of people, like I said before, kind of contact us about the Thanksgiving time frame, what are we looking at, and everything like that. You've probably also saw this a lot on social media as well. So, there is a cold shot to talk about. Now, I want to make this clear. This is not going to be sustained cold. This is not going to be, we're going to get it here, it's going to last all winter and stuff like that. By the time we get into probably early-ish December, yes, we will still have some cold air to linger, but it's going to warm back up. This is not going to be a permanent cold air snap here in Arkansas. This is going to be an in, out, gone, repeat, recycle, refresh thing. Kind of, you get cold and you get warm, and you get cold and you get warm. That's how we operate things here in Arkansas. So let's take this out, kind of speed blitz this through. Now, what you want to see is the blue. You don't want to see the red. The red kind of indicates temperatures that are above normal. The blue kind of indicates that temperatures are really cold. So let's take this out. You can see this week you're kind of near normal. It's kind of a pretty calm fall week here. Temperatures in the 60s, overnight lows in the 40s. Not much to really expect this upcoming week here. Now let's take this out all the way through. Now I want to kind of address something, especially for that Sunday, Monday time frame. You are going to have a cold front that's going to move through as we get towards that Friday and Saturday time frame. That cold front is going to stall out probably somewhere along the Gulf Coast. What that's going to do, it is going to act as a kind of like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like a catalyst for the Sunday, Monday time frame, because what happens is the front of mountain stalls out along the Gulf Coast, and it prevents the majority of your moisture and instability coming back. Yes, you will get moisture return. You possibly could have some instability to work with, especially across southern Arkansas for those along Interstate 30, Interstate 40 points south, but it's not going to be as a big time return as it normally would be if you didn't have a front of boundary to work with here. So just kind of keep that in mind. I'm not saying nothing's going to happen or anything like that, but it's just something to kind of keep in the back of your mind in terms of talking about that Sunday, Monday time frame here. Now, let's take a look. You see on Saturday here, you actually got some blues across Arkansas because you got some cooler air to work with behind the front, but not a whole lot. What's going to end up happening is you get towards Sunday and Monday, you can see back out here towards Colorado, Kansas, the Texas, Oklahoma Panhandle, you're starting to get your low pressure starting to get going. That is the storm system that's going to move our way as we get towards that late Sunday into the Monday time frame here. And you can see your winds completely come out of south-southeast by this point as well. Like I mentioned before, I'm questioning moisture return, and I'm questioning the instability for that severe weather threat to kind of materialize. Wind shear will not be a problem. You will have a lot of wind shear to work with, but I'm just questioning how much moisture you're going to have available to get severe weather. So I want to make that clear. This is not going to be like a severe weather outbreak. This is not going to be March 31st repeat, but something that we will have to watch because you are in your secondary severe weather season, and with the wind shear being as high as it is, you won't have to need much to get in the way of instability. You won't need much instability to get some severe weather across the board here. And I do realize it has Storm Prediction Center's attention as well. Now, I'm going to stop it right here. This is late Tuesday evening. Take a look to the north, okay? You have another cold front that's going to move through. It's basically stretching from basically over there in Montana all the way to Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, back up into Canada. That is that cold shot that's going to move south as we get towards your Thanksgiving Eve and your Thanksgiving time frame here. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Thanksgiving Day looks dry, but the Tuesday and the Wednesday time frame we're going to have to watch closely because a lot of people are going to be traveling. Very, very busy time of the year across the area. So you can see by the time you get towards Wednesday evening, look at the purple across the area, the dark blue, the purple. That is that cold air surge coming southward from Canada here. Now, let's take this out. This is about 240 hours out. Now, you can see what the European model ensemble is doing. It is sending the brunt of that colder air to our north and east. Like I mentioned before, a couple things still need to be worked out between now and then. Something that we're going to have to watch now and then, okay? Between now and then, excuse me. So, cold air moves southward, and then watch this. As soon as you get into next weekend, because there's Black Friday is going to likely be cold, by the way. So, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, looking increasingly cold. So, let's take this out all over, and you can see the air mass tries to moderate more and more and more, but look to the northwest here. And I told you guys in our winter outlook and earlier on this month that it's going to require a lot of patience to get the cold air here in Arkansas because you're lacking a snowpack to the north. A lot of things have to come together, okay? But it will happen. You just have to have the patience for it. So you can see by the time we get towards that 27, 28 time frame, it does appear we may have some sort of cold shot that may be dealing with. We will see. But what's going to happen, and we talked about this in the winter outlook, what's going to end up happening in December, you're going to have a lot of variables. You're going to have warm, cold, warm, cold, warm, cold, warm, cold. That's what's going to happen as we get towards your December time frame here. And that's why I'm telling you guys, go peep at the winter outlook. I promise you it will answer a lot of questions about what to expect coming up this winter here, okay? So let's take a look at your 7-day forecast here, guys. And this is across northern Arkansas. So I mentioned before, pretty relaxed week, guys. Temperatures in the 60s. Cold front moves through as we get towards late Friday. No rainfall expected with that, but precipitation chances pick up as we get towards your Sunday, Monday time frame. Highs in the 60s, falling in the 50s. Overnight lows in the 30s and the 40s here. Now, let's talk about central Arkansas here, guys. More the same. Cold front moves through as we get towards Friday. It's not going to be a big deal. You're going to drop a few degrees here, but overall, temperatures in the 60s, overnight lows in the upper 40s, low 50s. Rainfall chances pick up as we get towards that Sunday and the Monday time frame of next week. Right now, I don't have any severe weather probabilities in there at this point. but we'll keep an eye on it for you guys here. Now, in southern Arkansas, same thing. Temperatures actually may get to 70 degrees on Friday before the cold front moves through late Friday and Saturday. Temperatures in the 60s, and overnight lows in the upper 40s and 50s. I'm going to stop it right here so you guys can kind of see. So, like I mentioned before, high temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s, overnight lows in the upper 40s and 50s. Rainfall chances will pick up as we get towards that Sunday, Monday time frame. We will see. I think if there were to be anyone that has the best shot of seeing any kind of isolated severe weather, it'll probably be across southern Arkansas, because you'll have that front to contend with on Friday and Saturday. It'll stall along the Gulf Coast, and then it may try to come back north as a warm front as I get towards Sunday and Monday here. So I think if there were to be any shot of any isolated severe weather potential, I think South Arkansas will probably be the highest favorite area for seeing it here, guys. So that is all I got for you guys this evening. As I mentioned before, we're going to watch Thanksgiving week very, very closely. Make sure you stay updated with the page. And if you guys do me a big favor, let's share this out as well. Let's get the page out there as well so people can stay updated. So we'll continue to keep you guys updated right here, your source for all things Arkansas weather.